Breaking news in the Bronx. This is Bronx Fan Central.
You know that moment when you see an idea that's so good, it actually hurts. It hurts because, deep down, you know it's probably never going to happen. I came across a proposal today that made me jump out of my chair and then sit right back down laughing at myself. Yankees. Orioles. Adley Rutschman. Bronx Nation, stick with me, because this story has a trap hidden right in the middle. Sports journalist John Conahan from the Sporting News recently published a provocative analysis suggesting that the New York Yankees should at least pick up the phone and ask the Baltimore Orioles what it would take to acquire Adley Rutschman. Conahan acknowledges the historical skepticism surrounding trades within the same division, especially in the American League East, but argues that Baltimore's current situation has changed. Meanwhile, fan-sided writer Christopher Klein points out that Rutschman is entering the second-to-last year of his contract with no extension in sight, while the Orioles desperately need pitching. On paper, the business logic exists. The problem starts once you step away from the paper. I'll tell you exactly how I see it. Rutschman is a switch-hitting catcher with defensive credentials that very few players at the position can match. Yes, the last 2.5 seasons have been somewhat inconsistent, but at no point has he stopped being one of the best defensive catchers in baseball. Then I look at Austin Wells, our current starting catcher, and I see a talented player who is still developing. Replacing Wells with Rutschman would be a real, immediate, undeniable upgrade. Then I take a deep breath. Because the problem isn't Adley's talent. The problem is the jersey he's wearing. And that changes everything. Just say Tribullabase. So let me ask you this, Jit Twin. So let me know down in the comments. Let me know down in the comments. What has been circulating behind the scenes is still nothing more than market speculation. The belief is that Baltimore would strongly prefer trading Rutschman to a team outside the American League East. No official source has confirmed a list of interested clubs, and the Orioles themselves have made no public comments regarding negotiations. What Klein wrote is a columnist's analysis, not insider reporting backed by team sources. Nothing has been signed. Nothing has been agreed upon. What does exist is a simple business argument. If Rutschman becomes available, he could bring back multiple elite prospects from championship contenders. Multiple teams. Most likely teams that don't have to face Baltimore every week from April through September. And that's the heart of this entire conversation. The Orioles and the Yankees compete in the same division every single year. That's not a minor detail. That's the biggest obstacle of all. When you trade one of your best players to a direct rival, you're not just giving away an asset. You're handing a weapon to the team trying to beat you for the American League East title. Now picture Brian Cashman on the phone with Baltimore's general manager. Honestly, I've watched enough of Cashman's decisions over the years to know anything can happen. But let's imagine the call actually takes place. What would Baltimore ask for? A massive prospect package. Probably the kind of deal that drains the Yankees' farm system for the next 3 years. John's to surface. And after Oriole from one mim, Jez, boy the mind for saying full. Untrue. They could send Rutschman to a National League team, receive the same value in prospects, and avoid facing him 3 times a week from the opposing dugout. The real question isn't whether the Yankees want Adley Rutschman. Of course they do. The real question is whether the Orioles have any interest whatsoever in making their biggest division rival even stronger. Historically, trades like this are extremely rare because no rational general manager wants to strengthen the team chasing the same division title. I want championship number 28. I want it badly. But building castles around a trade that the other team would probably reject before even hearing the full offer isn't strategy. That's voluntary suffering. Gents, and being a Yankees fan already provides more than enough suffering on its own. If you follow the Yankees every single day, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow. Looking ahead, there are 3 possible scenarios. In the first, the Yankees make the call. Baltimore demands a package built around the organization's top prospects, and the conversation ends immediately. In the second, Baltimore decides to trade outside the division, finds a partner in the National League or the American League Central, and Rutschman lands somewhere else without the Bronx ever having a realistic chance. In the third scenario, by far the least likely, the Orioles decide that the Yankees' prospect package outweighs the competitive risk, and the trade actually happens. It's the stand. Each path tells a different story about where these organizations stand. As the trade deadline approaches, analysts will be watching closely to see whether Baltimore truly puts its biggest assets on the market or chooses to keep the roster together for another uncertain season. So, Bronx Nation, here's my question for you. Would you want the Yankees to pursue this trade, even knowing that Baltimore would probably prefer sending Rutschman somewhere else? Or do you think Brian Cashman should focus his attention on more realistic targets? Drop your answer in the comments below. Your opinion drives this channel. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next video. The Bronx never stops.